Okay, here we go, the Battlefield. Finally, I had to wait an hour. Jeez. Oh shit. Oh, I'm so excited. Game engine, okay. So it will look close to this. Okay. There better be no Battle Royale. That's what I'm hoping for. That's right. Okay. So it's at the very least modern day. I think it's semi-futuristic. Yeah, it looks like it will be. Just that back alone. Destruction back? Is that what it's going to be teasing eventually? I mean, it kind of came back in Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 wasn't that good. So, if it's coming back, great. And hopefully this is obviously good. Yeah, that'd be ideal. Okay, assassinations potentially return. Oh, ice map. Love it. That reminds me of Final Stand for Battlefield. Okay, rockets. I think this, yeah, I mean, this looks cool. Is this still all in engine? I'm not entirely sure. I think it says down at the bottom when it's in engine. I don't think it's in an engine. Classic, oh, okay, wow, they're really trying to bring back against the Battlefield moment. Oh, they're gonna add in like weather effects, like proper weather effects maybe? Oh, holy shit, that's a tornado. If that's actually going to add in weather destruction, I mean, that could be potentially really cool. The dragon took. Oh, man. Is it 2042? It is. Okay. Gameplay revealed June 13th, which is not far away. That is good. I think that's it then. That's it for today. I just want to go back through it quickly because there is a little bit to break down. Hopefully that music wasn't copyright and I don't get my... Not that I make any money off this, but more because I want the videos to not get taken down. But anyway, the graphics look insane. I don't know how much better that looks than Battlefield 5, but like Battlefield 5, Battlefront 2, kind of any of the latest Frostbite games just look insanely good already. So this does look like it could be a bit of a step up, but not by much. Wingsuits, I think that's the biggest thing to take away from it. Obviously we've been used to just parachutes. I'm presuming wingsuits are going to be a big part of it. That's cool, as long as, you know, as I said, you know, I think it's rumoured, we'll find out obviously in a week, or in less than a week, but it's rumoured to be 128 players. If that's just another way to help people get around, you know, especially if there's lots of skyscrapers and high up areas, that could be a nice feature for sure. Robots, so I do wonder. Oh, I wonder if I can get a good still of that. Ooh. Right, so this thing, that is blurry as fuck. Yeah, don't know what to think about this. I hope we're not going to have, because Battlefield, a big issue with some of the older Battlefields, kind of Battlefield 4 and 3, and I love those games to bits, but there was a lot of ways where you could just kind of kill people in safety, kill your, you know, the enemy team in safety basically. I hope this isn't just one of those things that is going to be overpowered, hard to destroy or something, and you know, it's just going to be an easy way for someone to get like 30-40 kills while they're hiding in the corner of the map or something. Hopefully that's not the case, because vehicles can be bad enough as is if they're not balanced properly. You know, I think like if you go, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4 recently and Battlefield 1, and just damn vehicles. So when you're up against a good driver, they can feel impossible to destroy at times, even if you're good with, you know, kind of the engineer type weapons like your rocket launchers and stuff. Even then, so as long as it's well balanced, then it's fine. Just those sort of things do make me go, you know, do I want a futuristic game? Not that this is really that futuristic. It's literally 21 years in the future. This just suggests to me either Levolution from Battlefield 4 or just straight up destruction. Hopefully it's just straight up destruction. Levolution was cool for like a couple of months while playing Battlefield 4, and then it just became like, oh, it's that thing that happens halfway through a match because someone triggers it. It just, you know, it could be done better. This whole bit, I don't know what they were really doing here apart from showing that it's going to be absolute chaos, which at 128 players it probably will be. They show off the classic assassination here. So I think that means they're possibly going back to the Battlefield 3 and 4 kind of style of knife combat. If that's true, I hope counter-knifing doesn't come back, because I hope it's just like a maybe Battlefield 5 system where you just whack them from the front, but if you get them from the back then you do an assassination. I think that would be a better system than kind of going back to Battlefield 4. I feel like that would be a bit of a regression for the game. Yeah, this bit, it just reminds me of the Final Stand. We've got some like hovercraft, and you've got like a car with treads and a gun on it, is what that basically looks like. Looks a bit sci-fi. But the ice map, I'm presuming that's going to be an ice map. I like ice maps. So yeah, there's only rumoured to be 7 maps. So I suppose, you know, if they can have like one ice map, maybe a couple of city maps, you know, a desert map, a jungle, or, you know, kind of forest map, you know, they could potentially have that sort of variety. I just hope they have a map with lots of water combat, because I always feel like boats and stuff always kind of gets overlooked in Battlefield games, and you only ever really have 1 or 2 good maps with kind of boats in. So it just always seems to be tanks and planes and helicopters. So that'd be nice if they have, you know, at least one dedicated if not two, maps with good amounts of water, not just like, you know, off to the side, as they sometimes can be. What else is there to say? Rockets. Hopefully there's no kill streaks. Hopefully that's not a nuke or something. Hopefully that's just part of the theme. Maybe there's going to be a mode where, maybe like operations, where the final objective you have to stop them from planting or launching the rocket. I don't know, something along those lines. I absolutely have no clue. Helicopters are back. That's all cool. Helicopters, staple in Battlefield now. Even in Battlefield games where there aren't planes, there tends to be helicopters, like Bad Company 2. Obviously, we've not really had helicopters in a while. They were in Firestorm, which was the awful Battle Royale mode in Battlefield 5, but they weren't in the main game, thankfully, because it wasn't very historically accurate at all. Yeah, I'm fine for helicopters to come back. Obviously, they're showing all the crazy crap that can happen in Battlefield, and this bit, actually, was this called a render zook? I actually forget the name, but it used to be you basically flew your jet up in the air in Battlefield, and you would eject as they were following you, and you would fire a rocket launcher at them, or if you were really skilled, you would like quick scope them or no scope them with like a sniper, or shoot them with your Magnum or something along those lines. Those were a lot rarer though, because they were a lot harder to pull off than the rocket launcher ones. But yeah, super cool thing. They're clearly showing that it's going to be doable again, or something along those lines. Hopefully that means they've revamped the movement a bit, because the movement in Battlefield 5 kind of feels a bit like walking on ice or butter. It's like really slippery. I hope they make the movement a bit more grounded maybe in this one, but still with the freedom to kind of do these sort of things. But other than that, I think that's pretty much everything to say. Looks like the soldiers have a bit of variety to them. Didn't see any female soldiers. Maybe that's just me missing it. Obviously it's now the future. Women can fight on the front lines today in at least most Western countries. So it's perfectly realistic. Plus it's set in the future, so I really don't care. They could go as wacky as they wanted really with this. Obviously in Battlefield 5 there was a lot of controversy, because they did the whole you can be a woman Nazi, and the Nazis didn't allow women to fight on their front lines or whatever. You could be kind of all sorts of just things that didn't happen. Of course that women did fight multiple too in front lines, but they would tend to be in resistance groups, or they tended to be snipers in the Russian army, and so on. Representation is always a good thing, but I think when it's historical you should always try to keep it accurate. That's kind of the only kind of asterisk I would always put. So with this game, by all means, I think lots of customization, male, female, sex at least. Obviously, they could put gender in there as well if they wanted, not that it would affect your soldier at all. You could, but of course you could if you really wanted to, if they wanted to add that in. But yeah, it looks like you're going to be able to have different outfits, customize the outfits. If that's the case, that's really cool. Maybe customize your character, maybe your face, and like I said, your sex, male or female, kind of soldiers. Different races as well, of course. So if that's true, that's really cool. As I said, it's modern militaries do have a wide variety of people fighting for them. So as opposed to how it was back in World War I and World War II. So that's cool. It looks like there's going to be customization, and it's 2042. So absolutely, if you see anyone opposing it, tell them just to F off, because it's not historical anymore, and therefore to be accurate is kind of pointless. And massive weather. This is the biggest thing. I remember back in, was it Battlefield 3? They showed off like earthquakes. This might have been really early on. And I swear one of them said it was going to be multiplayer. One of the devs. I don't think it ever happened. It definitely didn't happen. So this could be it finally being realised. Obviously this is not an earthquake, this is a tornado, but it looks really cool. If we're going to have that sort of crazy weather in maps, that could be a lot of fun. I just hope it doesn't impede too much on gameplay. What I mean is, maybe it spawns in a small section of the map, destroys a couple of buildings, you know, tosses a couple of people around, and then disappears. So it changes the map, it changes the kind of the how the battle's going without kind of ruining the gameplay experience, ruining the core gameplay, the combat, the objectives, and so on. Because I think some people don't like too much destruction, and therefore crazy weather could potentially be annoying for some people. But I'm down for it. I played Bad Company 2. That was my favourite Battlefield. And that had crazy levels of destruction. You can literally level the maps. So I'm happy for for the Battlefields to go back to that. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Apart from we get to know gameplay reveal. I'll probably stream that June 13th. I am not working on that day. What day is that? June 13th. That's soon. I know that much. I'm looking forward to it though. That'll be cool to see some gameplay, and of course, Battlefield 1942. 1942, 2042. It's not World War II. Yeah, I'm here for it. It's just a little bit, you know, into the future. I'm expecting some cool attachments, maybe some prototype weapons and armor that we are only starting to see now. That includes maybe lasers. Not necessarily laser weapons, but I'm happy to see kind of maybe a laser on a boat for shooting down missiles. You know, I think this is a good way for them to experiment, while also keeping it fairly grounded. And this is also, you know, I think some people are a bit sick of futuristic shooters. Unless it's like Halo, I think people don't want another Advanced Warfare or Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3 or 4 that kind of Call of Duty did. I think people got sick of it and probably are still a bit sick of it, and therefore Battlefield not going that far forward is a good idea. But that is it. That is everything. That is my quick little breakdown of it. It looks really cool. What else can I say? I will probably record the gameplay reveal, I imagine. So yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.